Today we're going to read Little Polar Bear and the Reindeer, written and illustrated by Hans D. Bear. Lars, the little polar bear, lived at the North Pole. There, among the ice and snow, he felt at home. Most of the year, Lars's world was white with icy cold. For only a few months each summer, the ground warmed up. Fresh grass and plants grew, tempting the animals who, for the rest of the year, lived farther south. One morning, Lars noticed a thin film of ice on the water. It was a sure sign that summer was over. The animals would now start their migration, as they did every year. Lars heard a chorus of honking geese and looked up. Huge flocks were already on their way to the warmer lands in the south. Lars felt the earth tremble beneath him. Were the reindeer on the move too? He quickly scrambled up on his lookout rock, and just in time, the giant herd rushed past him, a pounding river of reindeer. Right behind them, a huge snowstorm blew in. Thick flakes of snow swirled around Lars. He quickly ducked under a rock ledge that protected him from the worst of the storm. It stormed for hours. When it stopped, the Arctic tundra lay under a thick cover of snow. Lars loved the first snow. He ran all around, delighted by the huge tracks his paws made. Something moved in front of him. Suddenly, an animal poked its head out of the snow. "Oh," said Lars, surprised. "Oh," cried the strange animal, frightened. Little Polar Bear blinked. "You're a little reindeer," he said in a friendly voice. "I'm Lars, the little polar bear. What's your name? And why are you all here all alone under the snow?" I'm Oliver," he stuttered, the little reindeer. "I lost my mother in the storm. I know she is searching for me, but how will she ever find me?" "I'll never see her again," he wailed. "Don't worry, Oliver," comforted Lars. "Your mother must be waiting for you with the herd. I'll go with you, and together we can look for her. Just tell me what direction the herd went." "That way, south," said Oliver. After they had walked for a while, Lars asked him nervously, "How do you reindeer know which direction south is?" "I don't know," said Oliver. "We just do." Lars and Oliver came to a river. "We'll have to swim across," the little polar bear exclaimed. "But I can't swim," Oliver trembled at the sight of the water. "Come on, Oliver, swimming is easy." Lars went out into the water. "Come on, you'll see, you can do it." And sure enough, Oliver could swim, even faster than Lars. Little Polar Bear laughed with relief. Slowly, it grew dark. Oliver anxiously looked out across the wide tundra. "My mother always warned me of dangerous wolves that hunt in the dark," he whispered. "No problem when I'm around," boasted Lars. "Wolves are afraid of polar bears." As night fell, they heard muffled, heavy movements in the distance. The sound came closer and closer until they could see eyes glowing in the darkness. Don't be afraid, Oliver, stuttered Lars. No, don't be afraid, youngsters, growled a giant animal. It was Otto, the great muskox, who stood before them. Come, rest among us for the night. You see, Lars whispered a little later, with me you are safe from wolves. But Oliver was already fast asleep. The next day, Otto the muskox, and the two of his friends offered to travel along with Lars and Oliver. The herd can't be far, said Otto. We just saw it yesterday. The snow was too deep for Lars to move quickly on his short legs. Come, little polar bear, said Otto with a laugh. Climb on my back, or we'll never catch up with a reindeer. Soon they saw fresh reindeer tracks in the snow. Oliver ran over to them. I'm coming, Mama, he shouted happily. There it was, the great herd of reindeer. Oliver's mother ran to meet him. Oliver, at last, I've been looking everywhere for you, she said. She thanked Lars and the muskoxen for their help, but she looked worried. The migration has stopped. We can't go any further, she said. Come and see for yourselves. The little group made their way to the front of the reindeer herd. A tall wire fence with wooden rails stretched across the tundra for as far as they could see. Behind the fence ran a thick pipeline. Little polar bear saw a goose beyond the fence. Hey, Goose, he said, is there an opening in this fence somewhere? No, the fence is endless, the goose replied. And the places where the pipeline is not yet built, there are huge piles of pipe. Lars listened thoughtfully. Come on, called little polar bear. Let's see where the pipe is stacked. Lars studied the piles. Then he had an idea. Oliver, bring the herd here, he called. Little polar bear climbed over the fence, searching for something. Soon he came back with a thick cable. Otto quickly understood what Lars was planning to do. Great idea, he said. Lars wrapped the cable around the lowest pipe. He looped the other end around the shoulders of the muskoxen, and they began to pull. Keep going, Lars encouraged them. Pull and pull and pull. Slowly, step by step, they moved forward. Soon, the pipe began to shift a little. Then, all of a sudden, it pulled loose. The entire pile came crashing down with a deflating roar and broke through the fence. Everything, pipe, fence, and rails, lay scattered on the ground. Onward, reindeer, to the south, cried Lars. A relieved herd of reindeer headed through the gap. That was a fantastic idea, said Otto. Oliver and his mother thanked Lars and the muskoxen, then bid them farewell. The little polar bear and the little reindeer were sad. Next summer we'll see each other again, said Lars. Of course we will, agreed Oliver. Lars watched the departing reindeer for a long time. He felt proud. He was happy to see them head across the river toward the forest, but he already missed his new friend Oliver. The musk oxen accompanied Lars all the way back home. Overheard, a last flock of geese flew south. Bring greetings to my friend Oliver, called Lars, and from Otto, too, he shouted, laughing. The end. I like this book because there's a lot of friendship, and I like the cute polar bear. I think I like the reindeer the most. Which animal do you like the most? Bye. I hope you like this book.